bedroom or wherever you could be locked in. I mean, it's bouncing off the four walls can have an effect on your creative juices. So, what are your thoughts on this? I'd love to hear what your take is.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about it quite a lot. Today is Cyber Monday. And even in a year like 2020, or maybe especially in a year like 2020, that's likely to bring about a lot of frenzied feelings, a little bit of a nervous state. I mean, just the idea of the holidays and holiday shopping, and the likelihood of having to spend even more time in front of a computer screen to accomplish said holiday shopping as we watch COVID numbers rise, it's all daunting. With all this going on, I mean, even with the majority of work happening at home, we've realized that it's actually still work when it happens at home. That trick doesn't phase us anymore. And in fact, sometimes it's even worse because the computer is just right there. In times like these, I just have to tell myself, move away from the screen, Aisha. Move away from the screen. And I realize the irony of saying this to you through a screen on the internet, but it doesn't change the fact that we all need to continue to find ways to decompress, especially during the holiday season after a year like 2020 has been. Yeah, it's likely that our creative and artistic pursuits are going to be pushed aside a bit during the next few weeks. I mean, this year has already been a roller coaster, like you've mentioned, but it's even more during these holiday times. But it's still important to consciously set aside some low impact time to be creative, not just for our creative careers, but also for our personal sanity. So go noodle on a guitar or piano or sing a tune into your cell phone to remember it for later, or even write some lyrics down on a napkin, like in the days when we could sit in a cafe and do this in person. It's not just an act in the name of your creativity, it's an act in the name of being a whole person. And we really need to remind ourselves of that this year, at this time, right now. There don't need to be any stakes. There just needs to be a change in your routine and a shift in focus to bring about that decompression that the mind needs so badly right now. So make your music a part of it or don't. Maybe it's lending your creativity to cookie baking instead. I love cookie baking. I love cookie eating. But, find something that steps you into a more imaginative mind space just for a little while and consciously make the time to do that. It's so important to remind ourselves to actively and consciously take time for our own well-being. So I'm hoping that with the holidays coming up in the weeks to come, I hope you'll take some time to step away from the screen, except when you're watching shows on MIC, of course, and just get into the freedom of being you. That's what I got.